Hello everybody, welcome back, happy Monday. So today marks the beginning of my Beauty and the Beast theme week where I'm going to be uploading a recipe that is Beauty and the Beast themed every day from Monday to Friday this week. So today we are starting with a Belle dress cake. So this is a cake that looks like Belle, but her dress is edible. So let's get started. So to keep this video from being like an hour long, I have skipped the batter making process, but I'll have that entire recipe linked in the description box below for you guys. So we're gonna start from how you need to bake the cake to turn it into like a little dress shape. So we want to grease a small aluminum bowl and two 9-inch cake pans, and then distribute the batter evenly between the bowl and the cake pans, alternating with large drops of white batter and yellow batter. Then you want to bake these at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 to 60 minutes until a skewer inserted into the middle of each cake comes out clean. So the cake in the aluminum bowl is going to take longer to bake just because it's a lot deeper and it's going to take longer for like the heat to reach the middle of the cake. Then to assemble your cake, slice off the tops of the cakes to flatten the surface. Trim the edges of the bottom two layers so that they extend downwards from the edges of the dome so that it'll look like a nice dress. And then slice a small hole down through the center of the cake for Belle to stand in. Then you want to get some vanilla buttercream, which I will have the recipe to that linked in the description box as well. And you want to dye it yellow and then spread some between each layer and stack all layers with the dome-shaped cake on top. Then you want to undress Belle, which feels kind of awkward to do on camera, and wrap her legs and hair in plastic wrap. Then insert her into the cake and move her arms upwards while you decorate the cake. So I have done this style before on my channel. I did a wedding dress cake, which I'll have linked at the end of the video for you guys. But what I showed, I think, the Snapchat fam and all my followers on Instagram is that she was too tall for the cake and I didn't feel like baking another layer, so I ended up just cutting her ankles off. That actually happened with this recipe as well. It all depends on the height of the Barbie doll that you're using as well. So if you're in a pinch and you realize that your cake is shorter, or if like you've cut too much off the top of the cake, you can get scissors or pliers and kind of break her legs off. It sounds so morbid and my stomach actually kind of like churned a little bit while I was doing it, which I'm kind of glad about, but it's still pretty gross. But yeah, so if you end up having a doll that's too tall for the cake and the dress goes to like her hips instead of her waist, that's an option for you. Then you want to evenly cover the cake in a layer of buttercream. Then place the remaining buttercream in a piping bag fitted with a number 126 piping tip. Mark 6 or 7 points on the cake where the fabric of her buttercream dress is going to gather. And then starting at the base of the cake, type a long slash-like pattern, curving upwards at each marker. And you want to keep doing this until you cover the entire dress, slightly overlapping the layers to create little ruffles and volume. And then pipe on her top with the same color buttercream. Then add a couple drops of orange or brown food coloring to the remaining buttercream. Use the same piping tip to pipe a single dark yellow sash onto the dress, as well as the sleeves onto her top. Then just untie her hair and move her arms downwards and you are done! So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you like this recipe. Make sure to stay tuned tomorrow for an all-new Beauty and the Beast, I can't say that right, recipe. It's rose flavored and rose themed, so if you enjoy the flavor of roses and if you like that, I guess, aspect of Beauty and the Beast, I'm sure you will love that recipe. So make sure to stay tuned tomorrow and I will see you guys then. Bye!